r/SexWorkers. Aliyah0_0 says. Update. Freshly serviced client still is an angry dick. I don't think the session worked. Yeah, I'd think for someone who just got laid. He'd be happier. Included photo. Speechy_peaks says. Nowhere. Wow lol. Anita Cocknell says. I'm starting to think you like this too. r/SexWorkers. Sugarushka says. Is it a bad look to have child and baby related items on my wish list? I know it's healthy to have some discretion and separation between our persona and our personal life, but I mention on my social media about going to school, which is true, because I feel like it makes for a more wholesome image, and it makes the clients feel like they know nice things about our personal lives. I was able to pay for school because of sex work. I may be a single mother in the near future, and I'm wondering if having some baby related items, Nuna stroller, car seat, wooden Montessori toys, would be a bit much. I don't consider myself high end, but I charge $700 hour, which is common in my city. I haven't noticed any higher charging escorts having such personal stuff like tuition or parenting stuff on their wish lists, only luxury activities like designer items and spa gift cards. There is a stigma against single mothers, and even though I know that some clients might like the idea that their money is going towards doing good in this world, like feeding a baby, other clients might find me trashy or less than, because I'm another single mom who resorts to sex work. I also did calculations and oh boy, babies are expensive. And they get even more expensive as they hit their teens. I don't know if adding hints of motherhood would help or hurt my brand. I advertise myself as in my 30s rather than someone in their early 20s, so I worry I may look like a hot mess rather than someone. Fairest says. Yeah, I don't think your parenting side of your life and your sex work side of your life should have any crossover. The clients shouldn't really know you have kids from a public point of view. Leading_passenger 16 says. This seems like a bad idea to me because men can be, I'm creeps and weirdos. I would not ever let a client know about your children, buy your children gifts, etc. Someone could be a low-key creep and enjoy gifting your child things for unsavory reasons, even though they don't see your children. Giving clients the opportunity to spoil your child seems inappropriate. Zinnia_flowers says. If 700 is average in your city, I'm assuming you're in a wealthy area. Check next door, Facebook Marketplace and a fair up for baby stuff. I was able to get pretty much everything for free, very low cost this way. Kiltherboyband says. I would not recommend this. And it's not because of the stigma, but because some guys might see that as you advertising age play or something more disturbing. I just don't trust clients to be human beings about it. I'd be afraid they'll sexualize something they shouldn't. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but it's kind of like the rule in campsites that we are not allowed to have even pets in the background. Some weirdos will see, like, a cat wandering around the room and they'll think that's an invitation to say really disgusting things because they get off to animal abuse. I may be overthinking it, so take what I say with a grain of salt, especially since dynamics are different for purely online sex work. But that's my concern. Alternatively, can you have gift cards on your wish list that you can use for kid stuff? Amazon or Target gift cards might allow for that. Inflamabelle says. I worry you'd be inviting a whole lot of 1A baby dadders who just want to save you and your baby. Or at least that fantasy. Street says. Terrible idea. Use your cash to support your kid. Rathesangadis says. Absolutely not. Don't get into that territory at all. Let them know as little about you as possible, and never let them start buying your child things. One of my friends was selling pics of her feet. He found out she had a baby girl and asked for pics of their feet side by side. You never know. Garassi Born says, nah, keep that separate. So many reasons why it will probably be a bit of too grim reality check for clients versus your persona. Pervs who will get off on buying you baby stuff, your future kid's safety. Clients will look you up and try to find the etc. And also, when the time comes you might not want to be putting your precious baby into a carrier bought by John X from 2 years ago whose ballsack you can still smell if you think about him. Respect for the hustle and forward planning though, just save your cash where you can. r/SexWorkers. Katie 2051 says, he wants me to quit. So I'm 23 female and a spicy link model. My boyfriend who I've been dating for a year and a half is telling me to quit. Even though I had it before I met him and he was okay with it then but now he's not. He's telling me our relationship isn't as serious as it could be since I have it. He seems to enjoy what we have going on as well as he likes the idea of me modeling so now I don't understand the change of heart. Salmon Thaski says, never quit your job for a man. Walrusfit 9574 says, never does it for a man. Especially at your age, you can make so much money right now. You can easily find an amazing boyfriend later one that isn't priority right now. DRV 52908 says, it sounds like he's popular girl phobic. All offense to him, maybe he thought it was fun to date a professional spicy girl, but now he thinks you're not long-term partner material because of your job. Because he's a shitty baby man. Ask him to buy you out. Quote him what you would make in a month. Otherwise frick him. Kane says, break up with him. He's always going to be insecure and worry you're doing things behind your back. You're young and hot and this is the prime time in your life for this career. I'm assuming y'all don't live together, so it would be easy to break things off. You will either find a man that is okay with your work, or if you retire out of the industry you'll find someone. So many guys are okay with it at first and then change their minds. It's really frustrating. Talibum Krum says, I'm evil but I'd ask him how bad he wanted you to quit. Ask him to pay you the equivalent of your highest earning month until you find something more suitable to his liking. I'm obviously team dump him, but you got options, especially if you want to leave the game and stay with him. Highly discourage. Jacob Style says, a quality man who supports your work is rare and special. He doesn't support your work anymore, so he is no longer rare nor special. Just another one of those guys. Migalat says, never quit a job for a man. I would only consider if he could pay me a year's salary up front, so I can still leave if I want to and have cushion until I can find enough work again. Binky Butisks says, going through this as well. Except we have been together for 4 years and have a kid together. When I started online sex work he was real into it. Now he's saying he wants to get married but will never marry me as long as I have one or take me serious anymore. I make pretty good money on it, so I'm really not wanting to give that up. My advice would be to not give it up for him. Especially being so young. Only reason I'm considering quitting is because we have a family together. Otherwise I'd tell my BF to kick rocks. Lickmitidus says, unless he can pay you quadruple what you make in a month and provide you with a marriage license and prenup so you get paid half if you two ever separate, then it's not worth it. r/SexWorkers. Aliyah0_0 says, I just did something petty and childish, I feel lol. I'm in California at the moment and this city has been a complete fail. Everyone that has hit me up has been some form of a time waster, broke, or an address collector. Needless to say I'm fed TF up. So I finally did it. I sent a weirdo who wanted a free visit the wrong address to a completely random hotel. He actually showed up, So I told him to give me a few, because I had a VIP client on the way. This is for all my girls that are sick of the bullshit. Upstairs cut 83 says, he is not a client if it's free. Remy0507 says, if he's that dumb, he deserves it, lol. Shardik68 says, there are free visits? And here I've been thinking about paying the agreed price and showing up clean, on time and without any bullshit out of respect for the provider and her service. Apparently I just don't understand how this should go. Migalat says, oh totally, and I also have some oceanfront property you can have for free in Arizona if you're interested. I'll give you a free visit there too. How does November 31st work for your schedule? Hourglass Angel says, well this gave me a good laugh this morning. Fairest says, I found out somebody was a cop after I had approved them and taken their deposit, and then I didn't know how to deal with it, so when it was time to send them the address, I sent the address to a donut shop. Massager by Ashley 2023 says, thank you for your service. Raven Marie E says, can't help thinking this happened in the LA area. I swear LA has the worst clients. Acrobatic _Ostelot 4978 says, I can't believe anyone will flat out ask for a free visit. How do you even work up the nerve? Skshire Smitty says, well deserved. Responsible _sport 575 says, not the same, but when certain tourists ask for directions to the big attractions I sometimes send them to the hood. Smakingan 21 says, that's funny and clever. I think we should tell them we will take $20 or $40 bucks when they say, frick, you're too expensive or not worth it. Then like you said, set them up to come to the wrong place and lead them on course. Frick, that's why. Terry _Romulus says, I can't even be mad at you. What city were you in? Because I'm headed to California now, waiting to board my flight. Monima King Marie says, and they were just saying Cali is great for the black girls. Not trying to project, but I just feel you may be a black woman. Parla 4X says, perfect reason to never hire a sex worker. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.